Welcome to the Careers by Jen podcast, episode 207. On this episode of the podcast, Jen offers you 25 year-end reflection questions to help you review 2018. Hey, there are some classics on this list, like what was your greatest accomplishment, and what new things did you learn? And what or who are you most thankful for? And why did I secretly buy that birthday cake and eat the whole thing by myself? And what was I thinking when I gave that guy my phone number?
You're listening to the Careers by Jen podcast with me, Jen Swanson, the podcast that helps you to get the job, love your work, and advance your career. Well, it's almost the end of 2018, and often a time for reflection. It's a time to look back on what was, and to look forward to what could be. It was a year of turmoil in the world in many ways. Climate change and all the raging forest fires and floods and disasters that wreaked havoc on thousands of people and creatures around the globe. It was a year of political turmoil in many countries, much of which continues to this day. It was a year where voice-activated devices like Alexa took off in popularity. And for me, it was the year we decided to start a renovation project that is just this week as I record this, a few days before Christmas 2018, is finally almost over. This is a Thursday, and tomorrow we're hoping for our final occupancy permit, our inspection, and we're hoping that finally all of the work that we have done in our home will be completed. So we'll see. I'm sitting here in my new but not yet decorated or organized podcast studio. It's a little bit echoey, I can tell, because all the books are not in the bookcases, and it's also a very stormy day out there. But I'm hoping that you eventually will hear a better sound quality because of all the work that has gone into this space. And so here I sit in 2018 talking to you. This year was the year my beautiful daughter Katie got engaged to our delightful future son-in-law John. It was also the year my mother-in-law was suddenly diagnosed with brain cancer, and this will be her very last Christmas with us. All sorts of things have happened, and this is the time of year when it's a good thing to reflect and to focus on what you can learn from or what you can improve upon next year. And to take time to reflect on things that you regret, and especially on what you are grateful for. So in this episode, I'm going to be offering you 25 reflection questions to help you review your year. I invite you to choose even just a few of them, to grab yourself a journal or your computer and a cup of coffee or tea or wine or eggnog or whatever you enjoy, and to spend some time with yourself, reviewing what richness came from this past year. And then by doing so, hopefully opening up space within to what might be possible in 2019. We'll jump to the very first powerful question for you to ponder right after this.
You've updated your resume, you've sent it out, and you've been selected for an interview. Congratulations! And now you want to get ready, really ready. This is where Careers by Jen can help. We have a comprehensive online course called How to Ace a Job Interview When You Haven't Interviewed in a Long Time. This video-based course is jam-packed with information, advice, and exercises to help you get completely prepared to walk into an interview situation with confidence. From exactly what to prepare in advance, to how to answer common questions, to what questions you might ask the interviewer, and so much more, this course is designed to get you ready. Visit careersbyjen.com and click on Training Resources to see the curriculum, preview a couple of the introductory lessons, and see what others who have taken the course are saying about it. Visit careersbygen.com and get ready to ace your next interview.
The very first question I offer you to ask yourself is this. Number 1, thinking back over this year, what are the top 3 things that happened that stand out for me? Top 3 events or realizations of significance. What are the top 3 things that happened that stand out for me this year? Number 2, out of all that I achieved this year, what is the one thing that I am most proud of and why? What is the one thing that I am most proud of and why? And that can be at work or at home, in your relationships, in whatever capacity you choose. What is the achievement I am most proud of this year? Number 3, if I could only use 5 words to describe the year 2018, what 5 words would I use to sum up this year? If I could use only 5 words to sum up the year 2018, to describe them, what words would I use? Number 4, what is the most important thing I learned this year? And why was it important? So where did I grow inside myself this year in my skills, my talents? What is the most important thing I learned this year? And why was that important? Number 5, what new skills did I acquire in 2018? What's something that you didn't know how to do in 2017 that you acquired or you got good at in 2018? What new skills did I acquire in 2018? Number 6, what new skills would have been nice to acquire? So what did you wish you had acquired and you hadn't? So maybe you can make that a goal for the next year. What new skills would have been nice to have acquired? Number 7, what habits did I start or stop this year? I know I did an episode on mini habits, talking about the small things that you can implement that over time become bigger habits. So were there any of those that you implemented this year, or were there any things that you stopped doing in 2018 that you're glad about? Or maybe you're not glad about. Maybe you stopped doing something you wish you continued. So what habits did I start or stop this year? That's number 7. Number 8, was there an influential person or even more than one person in my life in 2018, and how exactly did they influence me? Was there an influential person or persons in my life in 2018, and how exactly did they influence me? Number 9, did I meet my career goals this year? Another question might be, did I even have career goals this year? But did I meet my career goals if I did have them for this year? And if I didn't have them, why not? That was number 9. Number 10, what goals am I still working on that I have yet to meet? So in other words, what did I start and not finish? What are some of the things that I had hoped to achieve and didn't in 2018? Because those could also form the basis for some new goals. Number 11, what am I curious about and would like to know more about given this year that I just experienced? What am I curious about, and what would I like to know more about given this year that I've just experienced? Number 12, what challenge or challenges did I overcome this year? What challenge or challenges did I overcome this year? This is number 13, were there patterns to my frustrations this year? Were there things that arose over and over again? What patterns in my own response or reaction to the frustrations do I notice? Are there patterns of things, of actions, of happenings, or of my reactions or responses that I have noticed over this past year? Number 14, what did I enjoy most about my work or my career this year? And what did I enjoy the least? What did I enjoy the most and what did I enjoy the least about my career or my work this year? Number 15, was there a theme to 2018? Was there a theme? For me, it was, I guess, construction. And we got the idea to do this renovation in the new year after I'd been on a business trip in January. And the idea to take part of our home, which is too big for two of us and our one teenager still at home. The rest of them are grown and gone or in university. So, the idea was to take part of our home and make a suite so that someone else can have a home in what was just a space holding stuff, which seems inefficient and a waste to me. And so we did that. We decided to start this renovation. And when you do things with permits and all the rest of it, it takes months and months and months to get everything organized. And so in earnest, all the construction of the new spaces, including the podcast studio, started in the spring. And it has gone on and on and on. And not for any other reason than the work that's being done is very, very good work. And it's very hard to find tradespeople with time who know what they're doing. And so thankfully we did. We just had to be a little more patient about the time frame that it took. And so we're grateful for the work that has been done and is almost finished. But the theme for me would be construction, I think. Like destruction first. You have to take a whole bunch of stuff down in order to create something new. And that's a good metaphor for our lives, isn't it? You have to sometimes deconstruct things. And that's why reflection is good, is to look back on things and then see what can emerge in the new space or the new year. And if there is a theme for 2018, what theme, this is question 16, what theme would I like there to be for 2019? And I know for me, I would like 2019 to be calm and peaceful and uncluttered. Please, I would really like that. Number 17, what would I like to repeat or do over again from 2018? Maybe there's something that you wish you could do again or you would like to do again in 2019 that you enjoyed doing or that was well done and you loved it. What would you like to repeat or do again from 2018? Number 18 is what am I very glad is now over going into 2019? What am I very glad is now over? Number 19, is there some place I enjoyed visiting in 2018? And what was it about that place? It could be something local or it could be a place you traveled to. What is some place I enjoyed visiting in 2018 and that I would like to experience again? Number 20, where would I like to go in 2019 and how can I make that happen? And where would I like to go is a very broad question. That can be what direction do I want my life to go in? That can be specifically a place that you'd like to go. Maybe you'd like to go to school. Where would I like to go in 2019 and how can I make that happen? Number 21, is there anyone I wished I had supported more or encouraged more or spent more time with in 2018? This is a little bit of a question about regret. Is there anyone I wish I had supported more or encouraged more or spent more time with in 2018? And in number 22, who will I support or encourage or pay more attention to or spend more time with in 2019? Is there someone at work that needs my mentorship? Is there someone in my life that I have not connected with in a very long time that is on my list and on my mind and that I know I need to talk to and just haven't, that I haven't reached out to? Is there someone who could benefit from my encouragement in 2019? Number 23, what do I do to practice self-care? What did I do to practice self-care in 2018? What did I do for me in 2018? Where did I take time to spend with me and for me in 2018? And number 24, what will I put into place to be sure to look after myself and my stress levels in 2019? So basically, how will I look after myself? How will I practice self-care? What will I put into place? What experiences, what action items, what things am I going to take off my plate? What am I going to do to look after myself in 2019 that I can implement, that I can set as a goal to implement? And the last question, number 25, is what is my number one goal for this next year in work or in life? One thing. Choose one thing as your top number one goal and write that down. You might even want to put it somewhere where you'll see it every day. Put it on the screensaver of your phone or post it somewhere on a piece of paper where you brush your teeth. Somewhere that you're going to see it, the last thing you see before you go to sleep at night. Somewhere that you're going to see your number one goal for 2019. And how are you going to make that happen? Now that's a long list. And again, I invite you to choose just a few of the questions to sit with and to really answer fully. You can do all of them if you want to, of course, but even doing a few is more than most people will take the time to do. And so this act of reflection can really help you to gain perspective, to take a look at what has been in 2018, and then to take the temperature of where you are at right now. And this act of taking the time to reflect can actually inspire you to what you might achieve or accomplish in 2019. So it's worth taking the time, even if you take half an hour or an hour. And I always advocate take yourself out on a date and go to a coffee shop or go somewhere to a park or somewhere peaceful and sit down with some of these questions and do this self-inner work, because self-awareness is a gift to the world. The more self-aware you are, the better human being you are, and the better for the planet. If we all did this, we'd be living in a very, very different world. Before I go, I want to thank you for listening to the Careers by Jen podcast and for your support, your emails, your cards, your notes over this past year. I've really appreciated all of the correspondence that I've received, and I'm particularly grateful to those of you who continue to listen each and every week. So thank you for doing that. It's time and it's precious, and I know it's valuable, and I am very grateful that you are taking that time to listen to me share and hopefully encourage and provide value to you for your life and your work. Happy holidays, and have a safe and exciting and productive and laughter-filled New Year. Until next time, this is Jen. You've been listening to Careers by Jen with Jen Swanson. If you like what you heard, please share this. You know, if every single person listening today shared this episode with just one friend, our audience would be twice as big just like that. And the more people we can help with our content, the better. So help out a friend and help grow our audience by sharing this show with someone you know who would benefit from the content. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do that, and together we can make a difference. Until next time, take good care.